Soup. Getting ready for the race at Atlanta tonight in the league. But last week, I was at Daytona. Third place, restart. Maybe 20 laps in. And decided to misshift with this old school AliExpress shifter. In sequential mode, little plastic piece that keeps it in 3 and 4 to act as sequential popped out. I went over here, and then the field totally piled up behind me, and I was out of the race. So that issue is not corrected by a more proper sequential. The SimMagic DSX-8. A lot of people complain about how much or how this doesn't feel tactile. I totally disagree, and I don't even have it static yet. It's still flopping around on this little arm, but amazing. And
5 minutes left, guys.
All right. Also H pattern with the slits of the button, so pretty sick. 7 and 8 with the adapter, rear, reverse, top, left. But if you're in the next gen or any sequential up and down, it locks it from keeping it side to side. Amazing. What else happened here? Oh, we're working on the belt tensioner setup. Totally new concept. Going to go with a ball screw. And this rod here is attached to this screw. That will be torqued up and down for twisting and pulling on the belts, which are now statically attached to this back end and then hooped up underneath the seat. More for immersion at this point, but eventually this tower here will be chugged on to this NEMA 24 servo motor on the top with some jerry-ringing and some mount situation-ish and a new coupler, and then that will spin to move this bar while it is set up in meow, right meow, or if Cartman can get it in here. There we go. Come here. Yeah, right, meow. All right. And then that would be, perfect little scenario. I love it. Super compact. Makes everything look industrial. Always getting better day by day. Oh, you gotta have the stickers too. This adds like increase your skill level like 55,000%. But yeah. Then now the belts would go down and attach to that, and then move on up. I think there is going to be a spring in between these belts and that running riser. That way, there's allowed to be more movement in the servo before the force develops in the belt, depending on the spring stiffness, which will give a little more resolution for increasing the stiffness on the belt. If it was rigidly attached, since this belt's so stiff to begin with, any slight movement, see my middle finger moving here slightly, increases the force drastically. But if you put a spring in between, you have to pull a lot more before the force develops in the belt. That's the theory, going to be tested. Most of the belt tensioners have the loop style torque rotating things that I had before, and it just doesn't feel right. It's too, the force comes on too quickly. What else is going on? Pedals are mounted up. Oh, e-stop's mounted up. Finally found a great position for the mouse up here underneath the wheel to my right. Passes slightly behind the right hand. So driving, doing shit because iRacing crashes, driving, doing shit because iRacing crashes, driving. Works well. And, well, it's quality time. I gotta go. Later.